More. I'm at the library. So I was going to see. I thought I just saw a bleacher once, you know. My second cousin that I didn't remember already. And I approached him and said, "You're very handsome." I don't remember him. What else happened? I can't log in until you record myself live on the computer because the camera ain't working. Oh, this way I can lock him. Oh Lord. I'm professional. Okay. So eventually, no, maybe the McDonald's, not the burger people, will be like, "Here's a check for this month." Tell me. Oh my bad. I'm hungry and I'm money. And my children are with me. I'm very discreet. I don't talk to people. I don't want to network with anyone. And post online and with me. Based on close testimony of what I grew up around. Están mamándose los huevos ahí mismo. Jodiendo la vida. Llorando. Matando felices. Ignorando que me roban dinero, que necesito dinero. Mientras buscan quién es Plate of the day para violar. A ver quién llega. All of those groups. Oh, pussy that I would like. And I won't even entertain it if it was found through. My rutherford. In a way to disrespect. It's World Thursday. Hopefully, I won't touch it. Yeah, what is the feel? No. There. When do I get privacy? When do I get to take a shit privately? I was thinking that that penalty for everyone that stays in my home without my permission steals my vehicles and that's annoying me. His mother asked me at 14 to not kill him. It's not out of courtesy to the parents, that's why they may be alive. And it could be that after their parents die naturally, then they'll get killed in self-defense. What else? I love that there's pieces of the red roasted pepper in it. I love it. No, I feel better. So ellos tienen un gozo en el culo de que cada día que pasa un François no me invita a salir y ellos están rodeados de François supuestamente con dinero que ellos van violando, jodiendo la vida, y they get late at night down for decades already, and they think that I'm going to respect them, walk up to them, dar un abrazo y decir ahora me toca a mí o qué bueno verte. Yo creo que él se mate. Uno de ellos me dijo decades ago que he steals my money para que la gente se burla de mí, de que yo tengo hambre. Eso no es un hombre full. He thought he would find all the Rafaelas here. Sí, pero ya, Tori Capizano, deja de burlar, darling. Somos bochincheros, ¿no? What else? In the meantime, I'm reading today. Yeah, the library's open until 8. What else? I'm bored. So basically, I paid to some people. They're not welcome there. Not that the funding isn't there for them to enjoy. It's not that they need to become my friends. What else? What else? I got married. This is great. Money to network. I don't like that type of conversation. Nena, quítala. Sin tener dinero para hacer algo. That's how these leeches read. Whoever's at a disadvantage that day, then they're not like, I'll be your prize winner and fund you. Or a mí no me hable hoy. Why do I touch my phone? There needs to be a question here, even though there's plenty of space. There's a little bit. What else? One more. Did I miss my mommy? Me too. Oh Lord. Why is that asking me to run? Yay, Baptist. Ash weather days are very pleasant. What else? Well, I have to stop bringing them up. There's blue paint on the wall, there's white paint on the ceiling. There's no TVs or bunk bed. He wants me to get angry and be like, en eso gastaron el dinero. It could be for repairs, maintenance further on too. If a mattress needs to be replaced, it may just be there. Funded already. Maybe there was critical infrastructure needed to be. What else? Address? Social sabotage, maybe. Are they like experts at sacando tubos de electricidad de sitio, no? Trying to cause rain, to cause fires. Él se cree que because I didn't have a set of grandparents that automatically makes me a spy, a terrorist. Él no entiende, bruto. Y se hace el bruto. That's not a predisposition that I have. My parents taught me elegance. So él se la pasa haciendo pruebitas aquí, pruebitas de allá. ¿Me las pegará con él o no? Who? Estará pendiente, causará ella un fuego o no. What? There used to be an article or they met people in Puerto Rico that they didn't have a grandma. Some of them excuse themselves and become like extra sly. No manners. But sometimes it is the parents are dealing with that loss still in unhealthy ways. Well, that's what we call that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? We're gonna find it. He possibly carries the article note with him and says, jail her, jail her. Before she starts a fire somewhere, before she starts shooting at people, jail her, jail her, jail her. Trying to steal my generational wealth, being el fuck me instead of fucking Arlene, ya cansa for. What else? What else? What else? Low barrier. Barely any energy to live, but a very willing. Low barrier, very low energy to live, but a very willing. Very willing. Like, ya estoy hastiada de la vida. Pero quiero seguir viviendo. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? One more. What should I play? What else? Foundations, trainers, pipes. What else? What else? More. Like I'm at risk of them taking me hostage in my own private plane and selling me in Thailand. To men that have already tried that in San Antonio. So that's why everyone in the planet got funding. It's like, seen this girl or protect your people. Before, well, that's a lot of people didn't know that I was brave enough to meet live on social media. Crying for years. Oh, and the one for the long, you know. If one wants to remain anonymous private, there's people that one may have to try to briefly. Years ago, so that one feels like one is being babysat-ish. And that's necessary. Do my muscles that it's here. I have to be comfortable with that. This place was allotted $900,000 for what it seems like. Oh, but I understand construction and codes and buildings. That is not just the bunk bed that changed. Seems awesome. It feels like everyone doesn't have privacy, and the only warm place is the shower. I want kids to do that. Or like a disrespectful moment. I purposely missed out finding out who is my guys about these people. No. That's really pretty that I got raped with when he was a child. Already cried, threw a fit there, and said, kill him and self-defense for me. If he's still doing it. Right in front of him. That's a good thing also, I don't remember his name, but Alicia's kills for plantain is here. As my singing. When I stop singing. Or it could be a moment, no, when they're stopping, like it's getting too much, you should have stopped singing like a long time ago. Do we exit her for like a few days? So she comes back home for her home. I know there's people in here saying things possibly that are like your singing is beautiful. Usually that's when one is done. Oh, but like, oh, it could be my nephew. And my children are trying to transplant me like a telenovela actress. I can't marry him, but he's so pretty. Right after, like, I was in love. Porque ellos hablan, ellos se violan y dicen, dale, dale. ¿Qué tú crees? ¿Qué tú crees? Como mamá me ha dicho, entonces, that's how they used to behave, Debbie, too. Si enamoramos a Arlene del jevo de esta, o uno de los jevos tuyos, porque tú no te quieres para nada, o yo ofrezco uno de mis jevos, whatever. Entonces Arlene se enamora de él, se ven años más tarde, no pueden estar juntos y todos nos reímos de eso. Él está llorando que no puede estar con él. Chad, Max, or any Levy? Okay, he's pretty. I was wondering today, I'm like, do I have some sort of attachment because I've already played into like what if? Or otherwise I would be like, there's that pretty guy there doing his thing. Well, I want to shut down. I'm sorry. They thought that I would be concerned, typing back, like, pues nena, aquí sola, porque pues ese muchacho es más famoso, entonces será casado. O no será casado. Y entonces ya quieren pues yo voy a averiguar. And then they want to stalk him even more than they already do. By now saying, no, we're just trying to be helpful to Arlene. Arlene dijo estará casado. Which is irrelevant to my life right now today. What else? Porque me estoy investigando. Se fue a volver, gracias a Dios. De Arisa, Ramón. Edgar y yo nacieron With a little bit of help of Arlene Lorenzo for the idea, or maybe with someone else that doesn't get credit. Nah, they didn't kill any good people. Totally of getting in the way of my kid being born, including his own kids, that it devalues his family to some financially. So if they're all fighting over who can have babies or not, then we're downgrading your mood score. Your mood score for your kids getting in the way of people getting pregnant. Like right now, don't talk to us. We just don't want that drama. Is what some people say that causes sometimes animosity. Mm. This is so mean. This is what I should be doing. Oh, I couldn't promote him on it. I didn't. What is it? I've been here with Dana with going on. Central Med Abuse. That's the Children's Bereavement Center, South Texas. This I took King Lonnie to it for her. I've been there. Gemini Ink is in a tattoo place. Gemini. What else? They want to try to embarrass me. They have all those people. No. They have all the CEOs hostage-ish. Or the chief financial offices with this webpage saying give the money back to Arlene. What else? That's why I don't show up in group chat. I may have missed like a really good song. Pandora's not playing all of them the same time, so I keep skipping. What else? Oh, still 2025. Just skipping to this. Not where my kids say they are. What else? What else? My father Puerto Rico se burló de mí decades ago. De que hasta un web se va a ver. Y tú como quieras vas a ver todo día. Me llaman. I'm still pursuing this penalty for them. It may happen if their parents die naturally. Historically, he has groups of people that are ready to get angry at me. That how dare me seek help. I should have killed myself. How there are tax money goes into rescuing just one human who's free to visit the library, no? Free ride? Some free ride. Alright. And I haven't been there in 5 years. What's like Kanye Martin Peña? I want to go back to college and meet people. Oh, I love this. What else? Oh, these are like similar to the amounts that they steal from me. And if they are, I don't know, but what I'm expecting to see from now on in my bank account. What else? 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 I'm born. What is Corona 3? They didn't get on in my head. That's what it means. Still hasn't had that free. ¿Saben lo que mi compatriota en Puerto Rico dice? Eso no cuenta. Eso no me cuenta. There could be a legal explanation for that. Oh, pretty. My parents' home is like similar-ish. Oh, is it one of these that these people add a little bit on? Sometimes they do that for their kids to live in. What else? 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 The issue with this is that this affects all of us, whether we want it or not. They're after who's their bank. For people, they curate groups as if they're going to eliminate people and have no hazard of who survive. It's very scary. It's not play pretend when and the rape towards Israel, and they've involved people from outside of the family of origin. I miss it. I miss it. Honey. What? DHS. We need more people to know. Bye. Something. I don't know. What? Still being talked about today. Basically with me. Let's get started. Fucking love gifts. People make donations, and also it's like the gift that my grandparents didn't give me, and they had set money aside. The gift that I didn't give my parents, the gift that my parents didn't give me, the gift that I didn't give someone for their birthday. I've heard that could go. That goes into this. What else? What else? 2 million here. 100 million there. What else? Neighbor? Some of it's taxpayers' money. You take, or good, we can take. It's still a party too. That too. You're just switching venues. And because the people that I'm seeking the penalty for are mostly people that I'm related to in close proximity to where I grew up. This is like a proper identity card. Very set on Facebook. That's the scarf that I want though. But I might not just go for the hard. Maybe I might buy a version. What scarf for this? Oh boy. ¿Cuál es el budget? Si lo que quiero es super smart right now. What else? 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 I like this one. I like this one. This was, that was cute. I love this one. What else? What else? This is pretty too. I like this one for Jaden. And that's why I worked. There's 80 hours in each one of these larger pieces. And this bleach guy hecho steal my artwork from me, no? Se cosió un traje y todo with my artwork. Because that's what they do sometimes back then. It's like my wife is better at sucking my dick than Arlene. They don't understand polyandry. Don't want to accept it. So they're like, my wife is better at sucking my dick than Arlene, so I'm just gonna have Arlene's artwork. and slap it on my wife and say, you're better, Arlene, you're better, Arlene, you're better, Arlene. I'm going to slap myself. So Arlene works for me, Arlene works for me, ha ha ha, Arlene works for me. I'm not gonna go into the dime y direte, oh basurín, esta basura asquerosa, puerca, si está viva, me diga las citas que tuvo en mi propia casa con ellos, con mi dinero, como si yo fuera la desquiciada de la telenovela, yo no sé qué, bla, 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 mierda de que ellos hablan. Ellos están drunk like 24/7. I don't understand that concept. I don't do alcohol, I don't do drugs. So, like, I'm literally spinning my head, like, what is it? What is it? Why is it that they speak and they never make sense? What else? Anyways, you can decapitate y Arlene Lorenzo Suarez. No estamos todavía. Or are people waiting for Jesus' weird son to do and I'm about to die? What else? Hmm? This is pretty. What else? I want earmuffs. Oh, my mom used to buy me these when I was little. Oh, I like these. Like, what else? You're so fancy. Oh, no. Why did I not see this? What else? 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 I'm not worth just $3.60 if I wear the hat. That's not how it works. To someone, if they were at Target yesterday and they see me wearing this, and they're like, it was on sale on 9th. By the next Christmas present time in 24 days, they would have gotten it at a different paid $9.15 by that time. I will remember, they'll stick to spending $9 on one. Porque sometimes there's like so many people. It's like, she liked the hat or did she like the price? I'm not even gonna ask her. I'm just gonna base that decision. It could have been a gift to her. She could have paid full price. But based on the information that I have, I'm gonna buy her a hat. That same one in a different color. Now I know that she likes it. Or just spend that amount on her and thinking like, wow, she liked that hat from Target. It looks so good on her. This leash me está matando para que los regalos más caros sean para ellos. How much of his own taxpayer money got spent on the ARPA thing? I don't need to talk to them privately either. I don't consider them anything in my life. They don't have first dibs on my vagina just because I grew up around them. Right now, close proximity, and I don't like any of them. There was one sitting up. Is it that one? But from far away, it looks pretty. So based on my close proximity, I wear like really healthy, clean, and no one gets me pregnant. Maybe I this. Otherwise, it would be that. It's really pretty from far away. I may see him close up and be like, I know you're my favorite stripper. I don't know. I'm sexy. Now, how familiar? What else? In the meantime, I have toenail fungus that I want to get rid of. I have heart disease that I want to get rid of. I took a shit earlier, maybe not after something like that. Go clean. What else? 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 That's it. Something else. But I don't know if I'm going to get rid of calories in my teeth. Porque él quiere que by the time que las huellas de otro hombre esté en mí, yo me recuerde de él, de que I couldn't have him, blah, 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 blah. You call this luxury? What is it? Oh, wait. I'm set on the other model. If I get it. They don't think it's fair. They think it's the coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. I didn't pick that. I may have been left out of the family that someone is queen of the planet, literally. Everyone knows about it. People are like, how do we soften the blow to Arlene that she didn't get to even compete? Because she was destroyed physically and emotionally and financially, so she couldn't even compete. And this could be it. It's like, let's give her a compliment with core 3, yeah, you and your kids are doing great. If there was that sort of competition, and you know, it's like being born into a family where your mother says, oh, wow, you're such a great athlete, going on when you both turn 15. Every year, when people turn 15 in this family, we gather like all the cousins for the turkey trot at 15. And we start cooking because we're like, well, that's not all of us want to participate every year. Pero you with that fast running, we think that you're going to be so amazing for that race. Not the bad one. Or we're going to cut your leg off so you can't take the competition. So your cousin win. Either way, what I do is important. Our life. Yeah, shopping at Target. Okay, it's so pretty. Wow. Best off-island purchase. I went in for snacks and got a bag too. But you. I didn't make it a word. For low barrier. Oh, pero ellos deben estar en Diablo, ¿no? Que for low barrier, I still look too cute. And I could get confused for being rich when I'm not. So when they literally expose me naked and be like, she's poor, her home that she grew up in was like very little. Don't give her more money. Like, don't think that she grew up in a home this big as the library. That's discretionary to the person giving the gift, anyways. For one speech, like, I really don't want to live in a home for the sight of the hug. And I really like this setup. What else? What? The girls with their own rooms 1 decade ago. They said, so I stuck to that. Ya anda libre. En la alta de abrir corazones y solamente no. Agencia, corazón. El futbolista y calidad. And I read this. I'm a shooter, possibly. Or one of those people with possibly noises that I won't remember. Or when I was. That's not my husband. He just a whole missing teeth. There's a guy there that possibly was in orgies when I was little. And I don't know if it was he with the idea of let them eat shit if they don't know how to behave. That was child development back then. They say. Anyways, these leeches found that they would leave him without teeth so that I would be like, oh no, my husband doesn't have teeth. Who? Carlitos was a max el tiempo. So él tiene esclavos sexuales. Él tiene esclavos sexuales a Haven for Hope, posiblemente diciéndole a la gente during dinner time. Es el esposo de Arlene, no le des dinero a Arlene. Posiblemente en la biblioteca también con una foto de él. Pero mientras yo me río cuando va a ver la my husband. And forever, whoever so study around here, I just sent a young one that wasn't even alive back then. Even in my tone of voice, you can notice it. And he hates me, most likely. So please don't reference me anymore. I don't want to be associated with you. Does he get called by the leech every time that I show him in videos? That wasn't 2 months ago. It was like a month or weeks ago. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. No, that's nice. And Camilo, no, sorry, I saw his name. Excuse me, I just burped. What else? When was this? Was it a month ago? Was it a video that deleted? Possibly. Am I skipping it because this is a stupid conversation that I don't want to have? But I also have to bring up the individual occasionally for if he's innocent, what if they're tormenting him. What is this? Anyways, this is so pretty. So you can see in cameras when I walk past the other guy. Like, that's not my husband. Why is he here? Why is his teeth? It could be makeup. But they wrong to me that by the time that I would see my husband a Haven for Hope, that he would look all jacked up like me. I can't take you and say you're married now forever, and it could be a coincidence. Subject's a sign. What else? It doesn't work that way. What else? I'm bored, and I hate using real life examples for this. What else? Where do I charge me? And by having exposed them, they plan to ransack every apartment and hotel room that I stay in. Though I've stayed at a hotel safely, I've stayed in an apartment safely, but I don't know how much effort the police, the DHS system, FBI has to put in for me to be like, oh, I didn't get raped. Nothing went missing from my apartment. Nothing went missing from my hotel room. But I don't want to be also thinking like Haven Papa is going to be open always. Because that may not always be the case either. And I have 2 kids that I need to find for. What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to read that. What else? What else? What else? What else? He possibly has someone in mind. But after my death, he'll pursue with money that he plans to get. I'm sticking to that. I don't want to see him. He killed my mother. What else? What else? What else? They're giving close proximity rights to people that I don't want to have sex with ever. They drug me and make me live. Anyways, they want to eliminate the palabra philanthropist so that no one thinks of us as philanthropists. That's their way of life. That's not a living. They're like, if we can eliminate every philanthropist out there, coincidentally, realizing that todos son philanthropos, that he'll believe in now. Possibly. So, I went chalupas. I found the recipe earlier for the show. And there's my charge. What else? What else? Necesitas para ganar tu dinero, dólares specifically. I've set aside 5 years to this, seeking the death penalty for them. So I'm being patient. I'm also gonna look for about the ARPA. Él quiere burlarse de mí, decir tanto dinero que gastó el gobierno y no pudieron salvar a tu madre. Ja, 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 ja. Y qué plan de rescate. Ja, 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 ja. Y él se cree que eso is gonna turn me on for me to jump on his dick. It's disgusting. Es una mierda, una basura. Ew, 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 ew. What else? 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 I'm bored. I know I saw here. So lovely. What else? I wish I was in these different situations so I could read a book. Overnight with cancer, check up my haven for hope through central medish. So I have that checked. Anyways, en otras palabras, son una gente bien jíbara, bien cafre, bien asquerosidad, bien afrentada, que van matando por la vida, tratando de coleccionar el dinero de uno. El de mi madre, dinero que no les pertenece a ellos, un embarrassment. I wish I could be proud of them, but there's nothing that I'm proud of them. What else? 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 I'm bored. When do I brush my teeth? And I'll stay at a hotel. What What else? 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 It used to be called what? Rain? Murder. I joke that I want to live in Italy towards like my very late years. Or women like me get killed in Italy all the time for being sexy, for knowing how to cook pasta from scratch. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, what else? It's a few videos. They're supposed to let me live if I get murdered by someone. Sadly, well, they Pero how much risk? The expense of my health, of raping me, of stealing from me, have they taken it? Subjects besides when people laugh and say, if they didn't have parents, I would have already killed them. And there are people that I didn't see that they put in my life, hoping that no one ever finds out about them and kills them. What else? What else? What else? All around is this stupid. What else? I'm moving to section. Oh, I cried yesterday. I cried today. And if I just think of him as my favorite stripper, look at he was little when he and I got raped, and he's now here for the hope. I'm not planning on talking to him. And then, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Not my husband, or if he and I make plans, but then, due to failure, people may say, is Arlene your wife? And he may smile and say yes. Or if we ever meet, or when we met, some people are very much, what is it? It's called being pleasant, it's called being a gentleman, and they say, not like his wife, or is it? Needs to be attached to his dick 24/7 to become their wife, or people that grew up around Pam. Si él es casado porque está solo aquí. Like there's a lost person here. Even people that give the impression to be in orgies all the time are the minors sometimes, no? You'd be surprised people say, I feel like I'm gonna get myself pregnant with this smoke. It's so scary. People are there was supposed to be a standing right now. Like really green dog. Here's who is it. We're gonna introduce to me or a relative. What happened to those stands? first time. I need to. Porque really possibly the same little and still having nails. Have to walk around here like you're going to use the restroom. Oh, that's different. I'll just sit here. Oh, I look at this like it has bird poop on it. Like I've been outdoors before. Oh no. So if I were seeing a hair problem, like, hey, eres un apostador. That's the decoy. I was told decades ago. He's a haven for hope. Could be a standing, could be a regular. And I would have told it's courtesy. I've heard that even though I said he didn't abuse me. Also, he kept me a little bit too under budget for my Nike, or maybe not. I don't know how to explain that. What else? I got the baby thing. I'm in a private place that I was also like this. So I understand all of that. And then anybody look at me. If I were even for her extremely, Edgar me abusó y este día que no me dejó comer y este día que no hizo esto y este día blah blah blah. I would have ended because it was how many years ago. I would have already said it live. And here, after seeing that guy, I would have been like, Edgar me abusó y Edgar, and he didn't. Anyways, there's a restroom in that direction. I'm gonna end this live. And I'm just gonna sit there, browse through the laptop. Charge the phone is only charged at 2%. And the library closes at 8. I still have some food there to eat a little bit later. I'm ignoring the comments.